Hey, what's going on everybody? Dallas again with Chaos Fragrances. Today we're back with another fragrance review. This time we're going to be taking a look at a fragrance from Amouage. This one is called Beach Hut Man. So this is a newer release. This one came out last year, or I'm sorry, in 2017, 2 years ago I guess now. So this is one of their newer releases compared to a lot of their other ones. So I'm going to go ahead and review this one, tell you what I think about it, how it smells, how it performs, when you can wear it, and things like that. So in the opening of Beach Hut Man, one of the first things I get in terms of the notes is mint. As soon as you spray it on, you get that pretty much right away. Now, one thing about this scent is this is a very green smelling fragrance. So it's definitely very different compared to a lot of other Amouage fragrances. This one is very green and woody. I also start to pick up on some ivy and galbanum, and those two notes are adding to that green type of smell, again along with the mint, which gives it a little bit of a minty, spicy smell. The orange blossom gives it a little bit of like a sweet touch. I really like that factor that starts to come in as it starts to settle down on your skin a little bit. And then there's the vetiver and the oak moss, which gives it a woody touch in the base. Again, that's where you get that woodiness from. So you have the greener notes like the ivy, the galbanum, that mint, and then you have the orange blossom and the woody notes kind of balancing out that green nature. So it's not fully green, there is some woodiness and there is a touch of a sweetness as well. So it's not too overboard, but again, it is still very green. So if you're not a fan of, green smelling fragrances, you're probably not going to like this one all that much. So in the dry down, there is still a little bit of that mint that stays prominent pretty much the whole way through, but the woodsy notes come up a little bit more and are on top of some of the other greener notes. So it does get a little bit more woody in the dry down. I will say the opening of this one may put some people off. Not everyone's gonna like the opening, and for me, the first couple times I smelled the opening, I wasn't fully a fan. There is something about it that almost smells a little bit medicinal. If you've smelled this, you'll know what I'm talking about, at least hopefully, unless it's just me. But I almost get a little bit of like a medicinal type of smell in the opening, and when I first smelled it, it really wasn't for me. It has, just something about it that kind of put me off in the opening. But in the dry down, that's when I really enjoy the scent a lot. It's a lot more smooth in the dry down, and it comes across a lot better to my nose. The opening, like I said, can be a little bit off-putting at times. It's very strong in the opening. There's a lot of stuff going on all at once. All that greenness is, is kind of hitting you in the face. But in the dry down, it does smooth out a lot, and that's when I really like it better. It's also got a little bit of earthiness in the dry down as well. There is patchouli listed as a note, and I do pick up on just a little bit of that in the dry down. Not a whole lot though. Mainly what I'm getting again is the oak moss, the vetiver. That is what I think most of that earthiness is coming from. And then again in the dry down, I still do get a little bit of like a zingy type of smell from the orange blossom and a little bit of sweetness as well. So overall, I really enjoy the scent of it a lot. It definitely has grown on me. Like I said, I've had this sample for quite a while now. I got this sample like over the summer, and I've been kind of wearing it on and off here and there whenever I really feel like it. And like I said, at first I wasn't really a fan of it, and I pretty much just kind of passed on it right away. But now I've really started to come around to it, and I like it a whole lot. And this will definitely be a full bottle pickup for me at some point, because I just really like the scent and it develops really well on my skin. So when you think of the name Beach Hut Man, you would almost think of like an aquatic scent, something that's maybe has a marine touch, something that has a little bit of like a salty type of scent, like something like 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗜𝗔𝗟 for example from Creed, or Millésime Imperial from Creed, something like that. I could see the name Beach Hut Man fitting better than this. This doesn't have any sort of aquatic touch or a marine touch or any saltiness or anything like that. It's really nothing like that at all. So if you're not a fan of aquatics, don't pass on the scent just because of the name, because again, a lot of people, including myself, when this was first coming out, I was expecting it to be like a marine scent, but it's not at all. Not entirely sure where they get the name Beach Hut Man from, or Beach Hut from. I guess it kind of works a little bit, but really I don't see it fitting all that well. Not that that's really a big deal, because all that matters is the actual scent itself, which I really like, but I do think that that can be a little bit misleading for some people. So that's just something I want to get clear. Again, this isn't an aquatic and this isn't any sort of marine type of scent. So let's go and talk about situations and seasons and things like that. When can you wear Beach Hut Man? Definitely more of a spring and summer scent. It's got this very green quality. It's a little bit zingy as well from that orange blossom. Definitely something that smells very bright, very green, very woodsy. definitely more suited for the spring and summer. In terms of when you could wear this, or like for what situations you can wear this for, honestly, I would say just about anything from casual to maybe semi-dressed up. For me personally, when I smell this scent and then when I think of the name of it together, it really kind of reminds me of being like on vacation. Maybe you're staying at a resort, and you're throwing on like a button-up Hawaiian shirt and you're going out to lunch or you're going out to dinner or something like that. That's kind of the type of vibe I get from the scent, like something that is a little bit casual, but it also has this fun, laid back type of smell. And I think that's kind of what they were going for with the name Beach Hut. It does have a little bit of a casual smell, but it also has a very high quality and a little bit mature type of smell as well, which I really like. And that's when I see it most, wearing a button-up shirt, like a floral Hawaiian button-up shirt, and you're on vacation or something like that. That's kind of what I think of when I smell this. So again, with that being said, when can you wear this? Definitely a casual scent during the spring and summer, but also you can dress it up a little bit as well. Also, I just want to jump in here real quick and say, if you haven't joined my Facebook group yet, do so now. There's going to be a link down below in the description. Definitely hop over there and check it out. Really easy to join. Just click the link, go join if you have a Facebook. If you're not in it already, I highly recommend that you do join it. We do splits, we do giveaways, we do discussions, whole bunch of fun stuff. So definitely come over there and join the fun. It's a pretty small group right now, so be happy to have you. So definitely go check that out. There's going to be a link down below. I definitely think you should do it. No peer pressure or anything, but just definitely go check it out. So how does this one perform? It does pretty good on my skin. Get anywhere from about 7 to 8 hours, sometimes a little bit more depending on when I'm wearing it, the weather and things like that. I will say in the cooler months, it doesn't tend to last as long as it does in the warmer months for me, which is to be expected with a scent like this. As far as projection goes, again, kind of like what I just said, in the spring and the summer and the heat, it projects off my skin really good. It really pushes out there when it's getting heated up. However, like I said, in the cooler months, like right now here in the winter, if I was to wear this out, it's not going to project very well, and it's going to sit pretty close to my skin. So if you are wearing it in the spring and summer, it's definitely going to perform really well for you. It's going to last you all day and then some, and it's also going to project pretty good when it's heating up. So let's talk about compliments. Is this one a compliment getter? Absolutely, this is definitely a compliment getter. There's not a whole lot to dislike about this. Typically when it comes to Amouage fragrances, a lot of them, they can be pretty polarizing. Jubilation, Interlude, Memoir Man, Lyric Man, all of those are definitely very niche. They aren't mass pleasing. A lot of those are gonna turn some noses up. Not everyone's gonna like them, which is okay. But this one will definitely get you positive attention. This one is kind of in the same boat as Reflection Man in the fact that it will get you good positive attention. I'm not saying it smells like Reflection Man because it doesn't at all, but in terms of how other people are going to like it and perceive it on you, it's going to be similar to Reflection Man, where you're going to get quite a bit of positive attention from it, which is always a plus. Again, this is especially going to shine in the summer and in the spring when it's warm. There's something about it when it heats up off your skin in the heat. That's when it really does well. In the dry down, that's when it really does well. And if you're wearing that nice button-up shirt, like I said, and you're on vacation or something like that in the summer and you're walking around, you're definitely going to get some compliments. You're going to turn some heads with this one. So definitely is a compliment getter. Really solid stuff. Up there with Reflection Man in terms of how it's going to get you reactions. Basically what I'm saying is it's not going to be too polarizing like a lot of the other Amouage fragrances. So it slots right in there with Reflection Man in terms of compliments and versatility and things like that. So let's go ahead and talk about price, and then we'll go ahead and wrap this review up. When this first came out, it was definitely on the more pricey side, but now again, a couple years later, the prices have come down. You can pick up a 100 ml bottle for anywhere from $150 to maybe $160 or $170, either full presentation or testers, and that is definitely a really solid price. That's about how a lot of the other Amouage fragrances are right now that they've been out for a while. That's typically the going rate, anywhere from that maybe $140 to $160 range. Sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less, depending on where you go. But that price for a brand new niche fragrance is really solid. And again, for this fragrance right here, I think it's worth every penny of that. If you end up going for it, you'll definitely be able to get your use out of it in the spring, in the summer. Very versatile, very easy to pull off, and it'll get you great reactions. So guys, I think that wraps up my review on Beach Hut Man by Amouage. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know what you think of this one down below if you've tried it. I'm definitely going to be picking up a bottle probably once it gets closer to spring. I'm not going to be wearing it too much right now, so I'll probably hold off until then, but I will definitely want to grab a bottle of this at least before I go on vacation, because this is one I would like to wear then. So again, hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, don't forget to leave a like down below. Also don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss when I post. And that's it for me, guys. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.